What's up guys, this is Billy from Movie Cricket. Tomb Raider's newly announced exclusivity with Microsoft and Xbox has angered multiple generations of gamers. But is their anger justified? Apart from the blaringly obvious yes, the biggest news to come out of Microsoft GameCon was the media briefing was that the Rise of the Tomb Raider will be exclusively available on Xbox. The software developers would surely not have expected the backlash that has followed, with loyal and avid gamers across the world going ballistic over the news. The vast amount of gamers have responded angrily to Microsoft purchasing the exclusivity to Crystal Dynamics' game Rise of the Tomb Raider, the sequel to the pretty brilliant Tomb Raider from earlier this year and last year. Microsoft and Square Enix made the shocking announcement where they informed Tomb Raider fans the highly anticipated sequel will arrive the holiday of 2015, but exclusively on Xbox. So, do fans of the franchise have a right to be pissed that Lara Croft has dumped them for Microsoft's money bags? In fact, no. No, this has nothing to do with our beloved Lara Croft. This is Microsoft polluting the promising sequel with money and greed, handing over a truckload of money to Crystal and demanding exclusivity on the game. This of course leaves PC and PlayStation owners without the chance to play the game unless they buy an Xbox console, which they just simply will not do. Whether or not the game will remain exclusive or if it's going to be a timed exclusive remains to be seen. But we hope that Rise of the Tomb Raider will eventually become available cross-platform. So, after the rebooted game, the Lara Croft franchise was rejuvenated and fans were eager to get their hands on the sequel announced at this year's E3. No exclusivity was obviously mentioned at E3, but what is frankly staggering about this deal is that the definitive edition, released on next generation consoles earlier this year, sold significantly better on PlayStation 4. And further than this, the developers saying this deal with Microsoft is what's best for the game and the franchise. How? How is it possibly better for their game and the franchise? That is complete lies. This is completely about money and finance. How is a deal where you're locked in a partnership with a console that is underselling and underperforming at every single opportunity compared to PC and PlayStation 4 gaming viable for your franchise? How does the deal where you're paid a truckload of cash for exclusivity not harm the integrity of the original game, which was available cross-platform in the first place and loved by everyone who played it? How does spamming fans in the back who bought the definitive edition on PlayStation 4 after also playing the game on PlayStation 3 not serve as a disgrace? Crystal have pretty much sold their souls for a big bag of cash. A gigantic bag of cash. But what they've gained financially, they'll lose morally, and in the long term, the reputation for selling out fans and the franchise will be damaged. They simply won't sell as many copies of the game, and what is more frankly hilarious is that this certainly was not the response Microsoft anticipated. The wording of the announcement has caused a lot of confusion as to the game whether it will be released over time on other consoles, or if it's going to be locked in a perverted, financially driven marriage with Microsoft forever. Xbox boss Phil Spencer has confirmed to Eurogamer that Microsoft's deal of exclusivity has a duration. Here is Phil Spencer chatting with Eurogamer. When people want me to say, can you tell us when or if it's coming to other platforms, it's not my job, Spencer told Eurogamer. My job is not to talk about games I don't own. I have a certain relationship on this version of Tomb Raider, which we announced, and I feel really good about our long-term relationship with Crystal and Square. I get the reaction I see. If I'm a PlayStation person, all of a sudden I feel like the franchise has gone. I didn't buy the IP, I didn't buy the studio, it's not mine. Where this thing will go over time, just like Dead Rising or Rise, we'll see what happens with the game. I don't own every iteration of Tomb Raider. I don't own them building Tomb Raider on other platforms. I can't talk about the franchise that way. I can talk about the deal I have. At which point Eurogamer pushed exactly what is that deal. I have Tomb Raider shipping next holiday exclusively on Xbox. It is Xbox 360 and Xbox One. I'm not trying to fake anybody out in terms of where this thing is. What they do with the franchise in the long run is not mine. I don't control it, so all I can talk about is the deal I have. I don't know where else Tomb Raider goes. So, is there a time limit on the exclusivity period? Phil Spencer says, yes, the deal has a duration. I didn't buy it, I don't own the franchise. Of course, Eurogamer pushed them further. It's not because I'm trying to be head fake on anyone. It's a deal between us and the partner, because people ask me how much did we pay. There are certain things I'm just not going to talk about because it's a business deal between us and them. Obviously the deal does have a duration. I didn't buy the IP perpetuity. So angry gamers have obviously directed many of the comments towards Square Enix on this, accusing the publisher of selling out and alienating their PlayStation and PC gaming customers. Daryl Gallagher on the Tomb Raider Tumblr said, "Our friends at Microsoft have always seen huge potential in Tomb Raider and have believed in our vision since our first unveil with them on their stage at E3 2011. We know that they will get behind this game more than any support we have had from them in the past. We believe this will be a step to really forging the Tomb Raider brand as one of the biggest in gaming, with the help, belief and backing of a major partner like Microsoft." So basically this Daryl Gallagher is spinning a complete web of bullshit. Money is the main drive behind this. This isn't going to progress the game. This isn't a progressive move for the game. This is all about money. As you can see, the future of the game is completely clouded now, but what is sure for PlayStation and PC owners is they have an absolute right to be pissed off. So, cheers for stopping by today, guys. I'm interested on hearing your opinions on this. If you played the original Tomb Raider game like I did and loved it and was looking forward to the sequel, and you now can't play it because you're a PlayStation 4 owner, share your thoughts on it. If you are an Xbox owner and you think that this deal is sound and there's nothing to complain about, weighed in on it, but I'd be very surprised if there's anyone defending the move out there. So yeah, speak to you soon guys, cheers for stopping by, don't forget to subscribe, share and like, and I will see you next time on the Movie Cricket Podcast. Cheers guys, see you later.